It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo do.
Yes, good evening to you, good morning to you, and good afternoon to you once again from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live.
Mayegun today, oh, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Share this broadcast.
Ìsìn ní pé ìgboro ti di kọ́pọ̀ everywhere ló ti propose.
Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Bó bá ṣe àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one.
Thank you so much for joining me once again. And if this is your first time of joining me today, you are welcome. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Mayegun today.
Fatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun diary.
Drama in Adamawa. That is the rider of these broadcasts. Drama, a big drama that got so escalated that INEC resident electoral commissioner, a supposed university don, got beaten like a thief that stole chicken in the markets in Adamawa.
Níjó ìgbádùn yẹn. Ayé sùúrà.
Kace an bada biliyon ma wara wato biliyon.
Ba da faɗa cikin mota ba.
To ina ji ka faɗa.
Nace ba ni aka bawa ba.
Ka faɗa.
Allegation din an bada kuɗi ma national commissioner.
Nawa?
To rig election.
Nawa?
Ni da ake billions of naira ba su.
Nawa? How many?
Amma let us say 2 billion.
Let us
Kuma kai ni ba sani ba. Ba san ko nawa bane.
To me kai ka Green City City?
Nace baka abin da kai ni Green. Aba ni dai ba ni dai.
Me ya kai ka?
Na je ne da tim gida an ce mu zo mu alashi shi. Wallahi ka kaje mu zo mu alashi shi. Ana aka je ba ake mu zo mu alashi shi kafin da shi kafin da INEC.
Okay, da ka da INEC
an ce mu zo mu alashi shi kafin a kai da INEC. Nun an ce ya karbi kuɗi.
Da shi da waye?
Ba ni ba sani ba. An ce mu su
Lórí YouTube. Ayẹ̀kú ti dé. Ayé sùúrà kì í. Ayẹ̀kú ti dé. Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Ayẹ̀kú máa wí.
I go talk.
Ayẹ̀kú ti dé. Níjó ìgbádùn yẹn.
2 billion naira. 2 billion naira paid the Adamawa REC to share and declare the first woman governor, Binani, the winner of an election that she is currently losing.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Ayé sùúrà jù. Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o. Ayé sùúrà jù. Òkúra olóṣèlú.
If Wike can be governor of Rivers State, you are more qualified to be governor than Wike. Morally, no, by whatever standard.
Yes. Wike is an expiring drug. Very soon, he will be shipped out of the shelf.
Yeah. And you will face the right of the law. Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
His prison uniform
is already.
Sorry,
sir. I think, sir. Sorry. Our last $10,000 he gave for Ramadan has finished. We'll go and collect the one for the salary. Don't let us. I beg. I'm coming for my $10,000. The salary is coming.
That promised $10,000. He didn't.
Hello there, and good morning. Again, good afternoon and good evening to you. Today is Sunday. Ramadan still day out. Today is meant to be like the Sabbath day. I think that was yesterday, Saturday, Abi. But then Sunday is meant to be a day of worship, peace, and when people who are Christians will go to church and they will go and seek forgiveness for their passing week violence. And then they will ask for God's guidance in the new week so that they don't go back to their old sin. But that is not Nigeria. It's all fake, okay? Violence, fraudulent activities, political criminality exists every hour. Even when you are sleeping, at least they have to declare, call you the winner of your presidential charade called election. They declared him winner when most of you are still in your bed, 4:10 a.m. in the morning. On the 18th of March, after the first fraudulent charade of 25th of February, the Rogbodiyan of 25th of February was still going on. They haven't figured out how to solve that or end that. They can't add the Babanla army robbery, public electoral haste, and it was called governorship and state assemblies elections. Well, the rigging that happened there can be called the Baba of all formulation and rigging, including where there were no elections. Results were announced. And somebody who knows the election no happened there is celebrating the certificate of return. But in all of that drama, in Adamawa and other places, the woman that printed the ballot papers that all of you were thumbprinting, including the ink that you are using to thumbprint. The woman that printed and supplied all of that, including the result sheet that they printed the result on, or you wrote your results on. The woman that printed all of that, the contractor that took the job, 40 billion naira. Binani, the wife of a former UBEC chairman, UBEC. I think these are the Universal Basic Education, whatever. And their job was to ensure that basic education in Nigeria, within Nigeria, is universal. But guess what? While the numbers of out-of-school children in Nigeria continue to skyrocket, from 7 million out-of-school children in 2015 to over 22 million out-of-school children today. The UBE or UBEC, the way they call them, they were supposed to ensure that the education is universal in Nigeria. Children and those, Nigerians have access to education. The man in charge, he looted Sote, they had to sack him. And he wasn't prosecuted for all he looted. Now, he became suddenly so rich, multi-billionaire. His wife is the politician. The husband is like a technocrat that those behind the scene, the plutocrats that they call technocrats in Nigeria, the elite. And remember the quota system, Abi? He got so rich that when they sacked him as the chairman of UBEC, they call him, the guy wanted to launch airline in Nigeria, private airline, like Airpeace, like Sosoliso to Johnny Potter, and then Dana to Johnny, Abibeville to Johnny 4. They wanted to start an airline. Also, from the money they made from the same Bukwari's government, they built the biggest publishing company in the entire West Africa. If you go there, their publishing firm, Binani Publishing, public money, for personal use, and they are billionaires. She is so rich that those who claim to be the heavyweights inside the APC, Egbekegbe in Adamawa, our money was so huge that majority of them had to queue behind her. This is true life story. It's not a makeup story. She is not, that most loved woman, amazing woman. And she's, that stuff. No. Bury that. Herself, her husband, since this democracy or whatever started, they have been part of the leeches from northern Nigeria who have been leeching off the public money by contracts that most of them they won't even do. So they make good money. How do you clean your money? Other than pretend to be in business, right? And then partner with government. So government money, your money, and is your money, isn't it? So Binani made her money that way. She is not that woman, no. First woman. Man, I love this woman. This woman. No. It's good if you love her because of what you have been told, but that is the truth. So back in Adamawa, they bought the person who print ballot paper, ballot results and everything. Wouldn't she print everything for herself too? But there is a problem, and that problem is that Adamawa is currently under people destroying people or people deceiving people. They have their own rigging machines too. So historically, now fight for fight. So it's like PDP is now contesting against INEC and Binani. Binani is just behind and Amoni is doing the work. True story. So the news then was that the first female governor, but put that aside, the election then happened. The wala started when both sides, they started rigging. When accredited voters, they are now sort of number of vote cast is more than the accredited voters. It was so bad that they were kidnapping people during the day. They were shooting. They killed about 3 people because of this election in Adamawa. But at the end of the day, the problem is to announce the result. It became so lulled up that they had to postpone the election, that they would have to do a rerun or a runoff or whatever in some areas where APC, PDP rigged themselves. But when they were going, this is where the abracadabra. In Kaduna, they lost everything. APC, Egbekegbe, right? But when it came to the governor, they decided that they will rig them. They can go to court. Go to court. If you are rigged, go to court. So they couldn't pull all the stunts on the 18th of March. So yesterday, the drama started again. You know. Well, before they postponed the whole thing, the PDP, they have been able to smuggle theirs, and they were leading by 31,000 votes. In Kaduna, the people, the APC, that, what do you call it, that porn actor that is going to replace El Rufaya, they declared him winner, even with less than 3,000 votes. Elsewhere, where they were leading the first woman governor, 31,000, they postponed it. But guess something? The places where they wanted to do the rerun, right? They were expecting at least about 20,000 votes there. So even if you give all the votes there to Binani, she will still lose. But the problem is, INEC, the REC that collected 2 billion at this point, frustrates. You know what that means in Yoruba? In English. In Yoruba, there is a saying that if a calabash is face down, we will open it up. If the calabash, if we are unable to turn the calabash and open it, then we'll break it and see whatever is inside. If we cannot smuggle the figure in to announce, I beg kidnap the returning officer. I will do the job myself. Say 2 billion naira. If they won't kill me, may they kill me. That is how somebody who is a university professor decided to take the risk. No result, no number, no nothing. He just walked straight into the hall. Where is the returning officer announcing the result? No, he's not coming back. I will handle it now. Really? Okay, where's the result? Yeah, Commissioner of Police, sit down there. Boys, stand by. Oh yeah, here's your results. APC, Egbekegbe.
I respect you as a father.
You cannot.
I respect you as a father. Please don't do this.
You cannot do this.
Please. As a father.
You are not the returning officer.
You are not the returning officer.
Wait for the returning officer. By law.
Oh no. Oh.
You are not the returning officer.
I plead with you with all due respect. Don't do this. Please don't do this. You are not the returning officer. You are fasting. You are fasting and Almighty Allah is watching you.
You are not the returning officer. You cannot be the result.
Almighty Allah is watching you.
You cannot be.
Fear Allah.
You cannot.
Fear Allah.
You cannot.
It's unfair.
There's nothing at home. There's nothing you cannot do.
Fear Allah.
They cannot return.
What are you saying? I just don't want to.
You cannot. No.
No. Let's get go. There is a God.
No. There's nothing.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
No. You are not.
No. It can't happen. This is not fair. You cannot call it result.
No.
Fear Allah.
You cannot.
You see, based on
No. You cannot.
based on the score,
No. Okay, someone like
APC support the highest vote.
No.
I support the
How?
Governor of Adamawa.
How?
Thank you very much.
How? How?
Democracy. If you don't like go to court. Like people, educated people, they will tell you, if you don't like that, go to court. That is how much expose, or should I say exposure, that the Nigeria election has brought upon so many of you who are educated illiterates, educated jihadists. You are accomplices in the criminality that these guys enjoy. Go to court if you don't like that. Is that democracy? One of those guys who are there was actually talking. Listen to him.
In this year, I hope and pray I will wake up from this day dreaming and find out that this is just a joke. But if what we are hearing is something to go by, yesterday when election was held across the state in the 69 polling units, results were collated, results started coming in, and in your presence, we collated results for 10 local governments. Out of the 20 local governments, we had 10 local governments results. At about 1 a.m., this criminal National State Electoral Commissioner, Mr. Hudu, because I don't want to call him barrister, because even me, who is a medical doctor, I now come to believe 100% if I enter the law exam with him, I will pass better than him, came in and said, because there were no results coming in, and people are tired, we have been here since afternoon, and so many people are also fasting, we should go back and adjourn and come today at this exact time, 11 a.m., and continue the collation. Luckily enough, when he was coming in, I was outside. He came with an army of police officers. They were pushing him, go and announce, make the announcement. So I knew something was fishy. I followed him in when he made that announcement. I stood up and said, sir, we don't believe in anything you say here, and you are not responsible for this assignment here. We have lost confidence in you long time ago. We don't know the reason why INEC brought you back here. We want to hear information from the National Commissioner who has taken charge of this, the National Commissioner representing the Northeast. So, unanimously, they say, no problem, we should adjourn. Everybody, including the press, because everybody was tired. We thought that this is a country governed by law, this is a country governed by rules and regulation. We went this morning, while I was preparing to come here, I started getting telephone, different corners. Come. Something is happening in INEC. I said, what time is it now? I look at my time, it was after 9. They say, the resident electoral commissioner, Malam Hudu, or the criminal Hudu, came to INEC and he was declaring result in the absence of the coalition officer who is empowered by law to declare results. In this.
Do you get that? So if you are mocking them that they should go to court, like, well, jokingly, for those of you who are joking, I get that. I get your joke, even though it's not funny. Trust me, it's not. But we hope that it gets more escalated. When the injustice spread, when everybody at least have a bite in the injustice, maybe our language will begin to kind of make meaning or make sense to a lot of us. But it was well planned. It was well orchestrated. They were supposed to have concluded this since last month. In fact, the PDP was supposed to be talking about them going to courts in Adamawa. Fintiri, that stood there and saw them announce someone else. At that point, when they got out, even the soldiers couldn't save the man. Oh, I can't share that video with you because they beat him. They beat him, remove his cloth, naked him. And when they finally rescued him, he was bleeding in a car, naked in his panties. Do you get that? I don't want to share that with you. Or maybe finally the prayer of those who don't want us to come on anymore is going to be answered. Trust me. All eyes on us, Abi. But the story can still be told. For example, when the Wahala finally kicked in, people realized that the moment that man made that announcement and he walked out, people now realize that prior to that, the Wikipedia of Aisha Dahiru Binani has been updated that she is governor-elect after supplementary election, having the highest number of votes. They've done that. Binani herself, the fraud, she was already out there giving acceptance speech.
Today, Adamawa stands tall on the threshold of history. My dear Adamawa State citizens and residents, I am overwhelmed and humbled by your show of love and confidence in electing me to serve as your governor as from May 29 this year and for the next 4 years. For this, I say a very big thank you. Whether you voted APC, PDP, Labour Party, NNPP, PRP, ADC, or any other party, you have exercised your democratic rights by voting your preferred candidate, for which I thank you all for fulfilling such tenets of democracy. In any contest, as we have just had, one person is people and the will of God Almighty, I happen to emerge as the winner, alhamdulillah. I will inshallah serve as a governor for all the people of Adamawa State, irrespective of any differences of faith, ethnic or political affiliation. Our administration will inshallah be fair and just to all. I thank you all for answering the call of our father, His Excellency, President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR. You have made history in electing the first female governor in our country, Nigeria. This will no doubt broaden political participation by encouraging our daughters, sisters, aunties, mothers, and indeed the girl child to aspire and contest for any elective position in our country. This victory has come at an auspicious moment when the whole world recently celebrated Mother's Day. We just completed 40 days period of Lent and about to complete the Ramadan fast for the sake of God Almighty, a period of sober reflection. This victory is dedicated to women of the world, the people of Adamawa, and indeed all women in Nigeria. Here, I must make a special mention of Dame Pauline Telle, Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, for her full commitment to my candidature. Adamawa State has numerous challenges, but I believe with the foundation put in place by my predecessors and learning from the collective experience of their excellencies, Governors Bani Aruna, Admiral Murtala Manyero Nyako, Bala James Gilari, Bindo Umaru Jibrilla, and the outgoing Governor Ahmadu Umaru Finturi. Together we can take Adamawa to much greater heights. To all those with whom we traverse the 21 local government area of Adamawa, canvassing for votes, hundreds of women and youths, our talented artists, party leaders, major stakeholders, other elders of our party, indeed my numerous supporters and admirers, both within and outside the country, and most importantly, our President-elect, His Excellency Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, together with his dear wife and my colleague, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, and his dear wife, His Excellency our indefatigable national chairman of APC, Alhaji Dr. Abdullah Adamu, together with members of the National Committee of our party, the APC, His Excellency, the President of the Senate, Dr. Ahmed Ibrahim Lawan, serving and former ministers, serving and former governors, serving and former members of the National Assembly and State Assembly.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take India. It is smoke Igbo. It is take India.
Because that's exactly what INEC said. After all of the long speeches and everything, INEC had to issue a statement. And they said they are suspending any collation or whatever. And in their own words, INEC said the attention of the Independent National Electoral Commission has been drawn to the purported declaration of winner in the Adamawa governorship election by the resident REC, Mr. Hudu Yunusa Ari. The action of the REC is a usurpation of the power of the returning officer and therefore null, void, and no effect. Consequently, the collation of the result of the supplementary election held yesterday, 15th April 2023, is suspended forthwith. The REC for Adamawa State and all other officials involved in the process are hereby directed to report immediately to INEC headquarters in Abuja. Meanwhile, the commission is deeply disturbed by the harassment of our two national commissioners deployed to the state to ensure a peaceful and credible supplementary election. We urge the security agencies to provide them with necessary security and ensure that nothing untoward befalls them. The two national commissioners, the returning officer, and other staff of the commission must be allowed to perform their duties without let or hindrance. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah. So, Binani, Aisha Binani, the first woman governor, is now going to have the toga of the first rigged woman governor in Nigeria. So when they finalize their abracadabra, they don't congratulate them. Even some of you obedient, you don't be like, hey, even though I don't like APC, but I like that woman as a woman governor because I like her idea. Whatever a man can do, complete this complete this proverb. What a man can do, they say a woman can do better. Are you with me? What you do in Nigeria is you always give the key to your own patrimony to thieves to administer for you. When they now loot you dry, you begin the talk, say, God go punish these people. No, God is not going to punish anybody. Have you seen any of them punished by any God? Let's be honest. Have you seen any criminal in Nigeria? All your politicians, have you ever seen them punished by God? Hey, their son will die. People die. What's the big deal? People lose their son. People lose their family, loved ones. You know what I mean? That's not a big deal. That's not punishment. That you are alive. You are not dead. Are you with me? It's not because there's something, a special privilege for you. No, don't be deceived by all that nonsense. So. They will fall sick. Yes, people fall sick. Now them, they fall sick. God can strike them with the worst sicknesses. Sickness is sickness. Anyone that is serious, they call it terminal sicknesses. Cancer is terminal. People will be good people, they get cancer. Here, you know. Lovely people, amazing people, caring people, that they get involved in accident and just die like that. So don't they use those ones as something you are hoping for. After you give the kokoro to your patrimony, your commonwealth, you give them to thieves. And since you have nothing to do to take the kokoro back, you begin to wait and say, God go do this for them. God must do. Come on, don't deceive yourself, okay? I've told you this many times. Telling people that when somebody die young, whether you die when they born you, or you die at the age of 100. Sure, you get one day, all of us could finally die. Death, not death. Sure, you get the same cry. I got no. It's not punishment. God, why did you do this to me? You are just trying to manage your grief. Sure, you get, and leave God and all of that out of it, and leave that out of punishing them. I'm not trying to question your faith, before you start quoting Psalm, start quoting Quran chapter, this and that. I'm just saying it is absurd that the people that kind of, take a look at it this way, Ramadan Day, and people that are stealing votes, people that are committing this electoral crime, they are Muslims, they are Christians. The ones that are Muslim, that weary that collected 2 billion, that they later beat him like a thief that stole goats inside, is it the other place? Sabo, Nishagam. A whole university professor. They beat him like a thief. Collected 2 billion. Ninuawe. And these are the people that will tell you, as if to say, they actually respect the religion themselves. And they will tell you, if they kill you, you are insulting Islam. Nobody will insult Allah, and nobody will insult Prophet. Nobody will blah 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 nonsense. Bunch of were using religion, but in no way. Stealing money is not haram. Rigging election is not haram. Manipulating and intimidating people in election is not haram. As long as they are the ones doing it. Sure, you get. But like people say, Nigerians who fight for God. Nigerians are very good at that. They are so good in fighting for God. But you know something? With all that energy, with all that concentration, with that fire and vibration, my friend, watch your mouth. If you watch them telling me to watch my mouth when they want to correct me about religion, it sounds so funny, right? They are so funny. Why you gonna watch your mouth? God can say, why is it that your own God is always punishing people that does anything wrong? Which kind of God be your God? This your Nigeria God. Your Nigeria God, no, they like pipe down small. Any small thing, God can strike you there. My friend, wash your mouth. And why is he always like your God is to threaten people? Because they have energy to fight for God. But when it comes to them fighting for their rights, you don't see Musu before. Ologbo Musu. That's what them be. They will leave the fight for God to come and fight for them. It's such a mental case, isn't it? My friend, God is going to fight for us. God loves the poor. By the time the cry of the poor get to heaven, you will see it, Mayegun. Again, I'm not questioning your God. I'm just saying that when it comes to politics, I prefer what I can see and judge right there. And anything I can see or judge, I call them makeup. And people do that all the time. They create their own alternative reality when the real reality is so shrewd and it becomes something that it becomes a big puzzle that they don't understand. When they don't understand it, they don't want to. Just create an alternative. Mayegun, there's something going on that you don't know. I say, please tell me. I like that. Anyway, Ninua well, they are rigging election. No. Inside that well, this guy that this one no get blood for body, and nobody said that they hit him. That's why I use this one, okay? This guy is just a DSS guy, The INEC mentioned, though. I want one normal. I don't know if you have seen the video, okay? Go to Mayegun's Diary Political on Facebook. The video is there. I want normal Hudu. Oh no. One only know libenye. Normal, yeah. If them beat a thief like that, like mob beat person like that, person papa, naked them, bloody his face and everything. They're supposed to arrest people who beat them, no matter the crime he committed. I know what I saw. You know if you beat my papa like that, man, I know I police, may they arrest you. I say, what did your papa do? Of course, my papa stole election. Now so you beat, now that's how you beat this old man like this? Professor, that man that came with police and mopo, on no man egon, on no one ejeboni, on no be uli. No le ben egon kema jebi. But this one will be saying a DSS guy you attached to him. Oh, go shopping, see. Where they tell you about the 7-story building underground. They call it a DSS detention. They send a 7-story underground. If they take you there, even the sin where you no commit, you go confess them. Or everybody will no join you commit anything, or even you, you go to mention names like say, may they shall no kill you. That is where they have logged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, an innocent man that has committed no crime. They took him to their court. He defeated them in their court. They couldn't prove anything against him, right? They locked him down there. Yeah? They say it was a very terrible place. A place that can actually, mess up with your mind. Is a dark, cold, quiet place. You go there, tell them what you know to. But guess what? I think that one will be better. Because if a DSS official, somebody will then train as a DSS, DSS are supposed to be secret police or spy. If you capture them anywhere, if you beat them, do anything, they don't go. They would rather die. Somebody said, Bayegu, Dapada. Àwọn Adamawa ò tí nà ẹ́ ni. Tó bá dáwọ́ jọ nà ẹ́ l'Adamawa. Ó mà dá pé ó dá wá ni. Like say na only you come. People no follow you come. They go beat you like say you miss road. For Adamawa, they fit beat you, go be like say na torture. You go to confess. Who ask him now? When they confess, say, now 2 billion, now 2 billion, 2 billion, Nankarawa, 2 billion. Who collected money? The REC. He is just a DSS officer. Torture, lórí streets. Omo, see confession. Kò ń ṣe DSS detention, no. Adamawa people, collation center torture. Will be a DSS chain confess.
How many?
2 billion.
To me kai ka agree city
ne ce baka abin da kai ne aba ni kai ba ni kai ka na je da tim gida an ce mu zo mu alashi shi wallahi da kaje mu zo mu alashi shi ana aka je ba ake mu zo mu alashi shi kabe da city kabe da INEC okay da ka da INEC an ce mu zo mu alashi shi kabe akai da INEC duk an ce ya karbi kudi da shi da waye to ni ba sani ba an ce mu su.
I know what I'm saying. I didn't hear everything else, but I know it's a confession. I hear 2 billion. I hear Kankaranka. I don't know if Kankaranka is that because of somebody slapped me. Kankaranka, like say that they slap me like saying a stone, they take slap me. DSSO, all of my see. Well, anyway, I say much now. Everybody will start kind of laughing and laughing when this is actually shouldn't be a laughing matter. They messed up. Right? And people have to take the law into their own hands. Professors are rigging elections for criminals in Nigeria. University professors. And after election, they will now declare that they are going on strike because the politicians are not paying their salary anymore. They are not paying their pension. They are not paying them the gratuity and every other thing that actually is, that are due them. And I'm like, which kind of crazy place is this, self? Every election time, when I go to fight for slot, for INEC slot, to be REC, to be returning officer, to be this and that. Only for you to come around and rig election for criminals that won't even pay your salary. The ones that won't pay your pension. What's going on? Momentary gain. Old men, old men. Selfish old people. And look at this room like Ogufe, Kara. That old man collected money nínú àwẹ̀ yẹn sharam. Sharam. And now they are telling them go to court. Go to where? So they just told them that they should not kill that man. Oh. Because what I saw there is that, in Yoruba land, they say, if beaten, no reach beaten. Now you go make small picking. Say, no go better for the person we beat him. When the spanking is not enough, or it's not a real spank or spanking, that is what will make a child, right? And retort and say, God punish you for dear spanking me. But he yaba to ya. Omo yami. Ejo lo mama she o. Ejo sa. Please, ejo sa. Ti yaba to ya. When beaten, reach beaten. You go drop argument. You're begging, what do you call it? You're begging capacity. Even you no go know say you get that kind of talent. You go they come, ni. They no beat you rich, you say you be DSS. I'm a trained officer. I cannot divulge confidential information. They know Adamawa mu eni o. And they come with Adamawa o. Toba Adamawa, toba ra ekula Adamawa. Yami. Adabi po dalo ni o. Toba wa oshi ma dawa. Toba wa go ma pada wa foriko. Something like that. Anyway, we are now waiting for the next move. They say delay is not denial. The battle is not over. Somebody leading with 37,000 votes is about to be declared second. And Adamawa is on fire. Their grandfather, Mumudu, the Mumudu of INEC that declared Kolu the Genene. Mumudu, yellow ni INEC. Kolu that they declared as your president-elect is a Genene. Somebody was saying that I missed that again. I said, you didn't really miss anything. We woke up this morning. Okay, well, I didn't go to bed early. So I went to bed late. While the people of God were sleeping, the son of man, David Hundenyi, dropped something and he called it surprise. Ewakilo to Dubai. Who be this? Diplomatic passport ibolele. One it Guinea Conakry ni. Guinea Conakry ke. Abi Guinea Bissau. Bisa. That boy will always say, which one is Guinea? What thing Kolu they do for Guinea? How Kolu became the Guinea diplomatic passport holder? Afigbatimo Kalabe Bola. If you look at that Bola Ahmed, underneath it, that's where we got the word Guinea. Kolu to the Guinea. Olo Guinea. You know, Olo Guinea is Olongbo, a cat. But if Numbu is not a cat, he is a bat, Adon. A bat that kind of, in Yoruba, we call it Kosheku, Kosheye. When you see a bat, at a point it looks like a bird. On the other side, it looks like a rat. So, they just call it bat. Bat, bird, rat, bird, rat. They took the B. They joined them to the last 80 of rats. They call it bat. So bats are done. Two-Face is also a Genene. Shebi your law said that anybody will get dual citizenship cannot even contest election in Nigeria. They say yes, section 31 of section sub 1, section JAC. Today, somebody said that too. They told us so. A lawyer called in and he said, Mayegun, let me back you up. If you go to section, now that person will be like, this Mayegun is so dumb, Sha. Something I explained to him properly. Now he's just talking nonsense. I know. I can't remember anything about Nigeria constitution. because it's actually a trash. But I'm so glad that a lot of you actually know better than me in that regard. So just please bear with me, okay? So that lawyer called in today and he said, Mayegun, do you know that section 31 of subsection A, B, and J and H said Kolu has committed a crime? And at 14 years, the thing starts from. I said, hey, I said it too. Perjury, Abi. They said not perjury. Because Kolu filled a form. Section 137. God bless you, Jerry. You see, I told you. You know. This is a portion in Kolu's INEC form. So if Kolu is a Genene, kini Genene in Sheni Nigeria INEC that DSS didn't find out. Up to this moment, we haven't heard from Tifnumbu's attack dogs. You know, usually they would have come and tell us what happened. But for now, I be like, say this one hard. I told people this one, I said, this Sunday is going to be a long Sunday. Oh. Because it will be like, when you get to Monday, when you get to Tuesday, it will still be like saying a Sunday. I said it in the middle of the night. And when I woke up this morning, Oda big that, you know, it was like something that, Kilo de first also to Bokeyamo, where are you? I respond, Genene, the president in Nigeria, Genene. Some people are even like, what is Genene? It's Guinea Conakry. I even thought it's Guinea Bissau. It is the drug and cocaine hub in West Africa. Okay? And indeed, Kolu has established contact there. It's a long story, Sha. Go and watch that program, Sunday Sermon. I kind of did more. But yeah, that's the story. For those who are asking about Guinea. In Guinea, people who did research, they told us how drug dealers have always been using Guinea and Guinean passport, okay, as a means of accessing other part of Europe. And they are smuggling. But with this Guinea or no Guinea stuff, right? Ordinarily, when obedience say Tifnumbu no belong to any asshole rock, it belonged to prison. You should agree with them. If Nigeria was a place, but Nigeria is not a place. So unfortunately, anyway. So yeah. Do you think I'm joking? I'm not joking. It's real. That's in a diplomatic passport given to Kolu Conde, Alpha Conde. The president of Guinea Conakry. They are pals. And he's also a pal to Bokwari. Now that they are like Pablo is about to be president of Nigeria. And look, everybody can look back. Everybody just go collect the passport of Guinea. So when somebody said that, hey, where are the cows? Another person just responded with, cows no deal, na Guinea fowl deal. What on a Guinea fowl? Fowl at a corn, Guinea fowl. But Guinea cocaine in a nutshell. So all of this means that if the drug lord Escobar is the president of Nigeria, it will just be a big brother, the big brother to those who have been finding it difficult to kind of pass through all these passages. And you will not even see cocaine before in your life. Some of you have never seen what heroin look like, except what they show to you in movies. I don't see what it look like. When are they do kweke? But you know something, right? When you look at people that are using the drug and all of that, there's always something in your mind if you grow up in Nigeria. And that's something, well, I don't know, maybe all of us, but for me, there's always something that when I was a young boy, my mom, I told you I was this stubborn boy. Well, I was told I was a stubborn boy, right? That just wouldn't listen. And I always get punished all the time. Kilo man share no. Until when people that beat me realizes that, what into me, I can't read. You know what I mean? But my mom would say, I saw you at that corner there with that boy. What are you doing with that boy in that corner? That boy that is smoking. So you want to end up as a tout, as a thug. Abi, when you finish from smoking cigar, you will move to smoking a gbo. After smoking a gbo, it no go reach you. You go start smoking cocaine. And when you start smoking cocaine, it no go reach you. You go start smoking heroin. When you start smoking heroin, you will start selling your properties. Now, my mama, they talk to me, oh, small boy, you. Now, when you start selling your property, you will just run mad. Sometimes you may not even last that long. My mama, they go, they tell me, oh, say, that I'm even a friend with somebody with a smoke cigar, it's a guarantee that I go smoke igbo, I go smoke cocaine, and then I go run mad. And back then, I know it's still the same, okay? We dey see people who don't run mad. We dey give mad people name. You know, Dogbolu, there's a popular one that I remember. In fact, few ones. Female, male. We have Fali. There's a woman, very pretty woman. Her name was Fali. Yeah? Now, when my mom want to let me know that that's how my life is going to end, she will say, see that Auntie Fali? That Auntie Fali, she ran mad. She's following fella. And after that, she ran mad. And I will be seeing Auntie Fali pointing at things. And she will be talking on this. And I'll be like, no, I don't want to be Auntie Fali. Oh. Then I will see Labo Labo. There's another one in my town called Labo Labo. Very old people. My mama will be like a Jerry Labo Labo that is picking everything inside gutter, drinking gutter water. And so you go big by the time you start smoking. So all these things kind of put the fear that when you see the people taking the cocaine, you just be like, La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I will law. See this one. Hey. So you don't want to touch it. You don't want to be friends with those who actually uses it. That's the fear they put inside me. Oh. And I don't see cocaine face to face like this until I came to the UK. And I was working as a Sepeke, you know what I mean? Like, they do their own thing there. I'm not a security guy. I am just a guy who is there singing, freshen up, freshen up, freshen up for, freshen up, freshen up, freshen up for, we love, And they will, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Oh, what aftershave do you have there? I've got this. Oh, try that. Oh, this is so good. It's cool. Try this and that. Now, what's how they do there with that? Shh. Alaye, Tobasha Shetoko ware mimbini. Minche security. But the point I'm trying to make there is that the drug dealer, the drug lord, who is now going to take over Nigeria, is just going to make it pretty much easier. Everybody just a run mad, they go. Everybody just a snuffer, whatever they give to you. Do whatever you can, but don't get caught. Just go to Guinea Conakry, Kolofonogau, get their passports. And then probably that may actually be the recruit 40 million youth into the army. Person when no smoke banner go, they ask for 40 million youth to the army. The whole China, with their over 1 billion population, their entire army, up and down, it no reach 1 million. The India, that is actually the most populated country in the world, if I'm right or wrong, I don't know. One of them, whatever. Their entire police force, so military force, so put them together, they no reach 1 million. Somebody smoke banner Conakry, and it's saying recruit.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption. for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them by illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
It is smoke Igbo. It is taking the iron.
Person when normal they talk like that. And some people are there, educated people. Like this guy. Where in they? Yeah. You see them soon, no? Clapping like a diablo, usual mumus. Here you get. Person where no smoke banner, because they talk about 50 million youth. And they said, no, he mixed it up now 5 million youth. 5 million youth in the army. 5 million youth in boot camp. And what are you going to eat? Agbado, cassava? And in fact, listen, it is so messed up. And that's why they said the wars of Nigeria are representing Nigeria. And the old madness is not ending soon. So let's quickly stop by in Kogi. The last time that Keneri Dino was on this platform, it was when Wike said Dino as governor. Is that a joke? Are you trying to be a And so the court talk say today Dino Melaye is the governorship candidate of PDP that will be facing Yeye Bello's anointed candidate Ododo. Abidodo, whatever. Dino Melaye.
The total number accredited to vote, 721. The votes as counted, invalid votes 6. Ata Ali Gogo 10 votes. Harun Abdullahi 4 votes. Wadamusa 56 votes. Abayemi Awoni Sunday 77. Ilona Idoko Kinsley 124. Ojata Gideon Enene 5 votes. Dino Melai 313 votes. Olufemi 2 votes. Usman Mohamed Kabir 121 votes. Total votes cast 718, which is below the number accredited votes. So no overvoting. Having scored the highest votes of 313 is hereby declared as elected and nominated as the gubernatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
But in that same Kogi yesterday, that one wasn't today, okay? Yeye Bello also did his own inside the bedroom endorsement. Let's match them together. And then we can go back to Dino versus Wike. And Dino is now ready to make more skits to mock Wike. That even if he's going to be disgraced by Yeye Bello, Wike won't be a governor then. So, as a side piece, let's go to Yeye Bello's bedroom, where he chose his own anointed candidate. A flashback.
And total number of votes cast amounted to 83,419. It will interest you to know that the 7 candidates that participated in these primaries are the following votes. Honorable Smart Adeyemi had 311 votes. Honorable Sanusi Ohaire had 424 votes. Stephen Ikani Osheni had 552 votes. Shuaibu Abubakar Hudu had 763 votes. Abubakar Yahaya Ashimugu had 1,159 votes. Salami Momodu Zigi had 1,506 votes. And Ahmed Usman Ododo had 78,704 votes. Wow. Meaning that Ahmed Usman Ododo had the majority of lawful votes in these governorship primary elections that took place yesterday. And get this background, therefore, by the powers conferred on the committee by virtue of Article 19 of the APC guidelines for the nomination of candidates for general elections 2003, I, Honorable Patrick Obayabon, Secretary of the Primary Election Committee for Kogi State, on behalf of the Chairman, His Excellency Governor Bello Matawalle, and members of the committee here present, hereby that Ahmed Usman Ododo, having scored the majority of lawful votes cast at the direct primary election conducted on the 14th day of April 2003 in Kogi State, is hereby declared as winner of the APC Kogi State primary election 2023. And the aforesaid Ahmed Usman Ododo is herewith, hereby, and heretofore returned as the duly elected governorship candidate of the APC for the November 2023 governorship elections. And total number of votes cast.
Now inside the Yeye Bello bedroom, 78,000 APC members cast their votes for his candidate, Ododo. Like, how miserable and ridiculous can people actually be? Like, you still think you have democracy in Nigeria? Like, some of you actually think so. Well, I don't want to believe you think you have democracy anyway, but again, who am I to judge you with what you believe or what you don't believe? So let me just leave it at that. Because that's not democracy, shall? Except if it is Nigeria-made democracy. Inside somebody's bedroom, they are announcing the result of election. That is supposed to be a party affair. Emurasi. Shengbo. So, the last time that where Keneri Dino had to respond to Wiriwike's attack, he called it, said Wiriwike is attacking him because he couldn't give or get Wiriwike to be endorsed by Atifku as his vice president. He denied, he kept saying, me, vice president. I got me like that. Sorry, man, easy. They call it big men in Nigeria. Like that. Anyway, Wiriwike, the bragging empty drum. That's who he is anyway. Mayego, how dare you say Odenye, with all the gra and everything. Now simple northern politics, then play for the idiots. And see how he ended up. And just today, if you go to INEC website where Wiriwike, that they say Wiriwike, we need 25% for Ashiwaju. Please, what can you do to help us? Wiriwike was like, 25%. Oh yeah, hold my beer, hold the bottle of my, hold my drink. I will give you 90%. But the people don't like us. No matter, I go right down. The Wiri like a thug, just like Dino and his boys are saying. That if Wiriwike, a lawyer, could turn to a thug, somebody that is equivalent of Yeye Bello, is in fact worse than Yeye Bello. Because Yeye Bello now, I don't know, which one is worse? between these two, let me give you their background, okay? Yeye Bello is the one in charge of Kogi. And he is popularly known for ta-ta-ta. Ta-ta-ta means gunshots. Okay? Every election that happened since he became their governor, or even before he became their governor, as a candidate running to be a governor. So they were even singing for him. Anybody wake up, ta 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 ta. That is, they had a song for him in Kogi. Violence, political group led by Yeye Bello in Kogi. Now, Yeye Bello took it to another level on the 25th of February when they were doing the National Assembly election in Nigeria and the presidential election. Yeye Bello took excavators. You know, those excavators that dig ground, that dig the earth and all of that, the ones that they used to build road. Yeye Bello sent excavator to about 5 different entrance road into the constituency of his own opposition. And they started digging the middle of the road. People can't go into these communities. People can't leave the communities. Emergency and all of that, he didn't care. He's their governor. He dug the center of the road. Nobody can go in or come out. INEC couldn't go in. Talk less of them conducting any election. But the result for those areas have already been written by Yeye Bello. And when they ask him, Excellency, how could you go and destroy a road during election, on the eve of election? You know what he said? He said, election or no election, the Kogi state need to fight bandits. And in order to prevent bandits from accessing those communities, their solution is to dig massive gullies into 5 different major roads to these communities. That's his excuse. And that's it. The Nigerian media, everybody, they move on. They are clicking glasses, they are laughing and all of that. They move on. According to them, strategy ni. All these Olori Brukus that are still going to suffer the consequences, so in the hands of these thieves, so they are praising them. I'm on a strategy. If na you, if to say na you no go use strategy. I'm on a strategy. You want him to lose the election? If na me, I go do more than that to lose the election. I say, You see, you are not different from the criminals leading you. That is why a lot of you kind of find them in a way amusing. Like, I like him. Even though I don't like APC, but I like that man. Olori Ibu niye. Hypocrisy. You know what is called hypocrisy? Abosi ni. Olori Ibu lopoju ninu eyin ten se be. There's nothing like I like him. I see he's a very good man. Good man. Ninu egbe buruku, egbe kegbe. It's a strategy, Mayegun. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's a strategy to destroy the public properties, to stop your opposition from exercising their franchise strategy. Why are they attacking Igbos in Lagos? Why are they profiling? My friend is it's a strategy. It's a strategy. Anybody will not like him. It's a strategy. You are joining them in a strategy that will eventually come back to haunt you, impoverish you, punish and steal the future of your children. You are calling this strategy. Well, that's Yeye Bello in Kogi. You see that with a weekend in Rivers, in Hone. It's too late. So you get with a weekend Hone. Now from another level, I'll give you his own background too. With a weekend called after they showed him Shege. When Tambuwa gave him a face, uppercut of the ground. By the time when the wicket landed, he didn't believe it. He ran mad. When he got back to River State, he declared terror on his own people, his own party. Why? Atifku Tiferugba Bokun. Atifku don't use mago to show with a wiki that gra and gidigba no dey open door. If you no get the key, now waste of time. Then show him Shege when he wanted, he believed he was building bridges. So he didn't take it out on Tifku and all that. He decided to take it out on those who decided to follow their own party, sort of party supremacy. Okay, candidates, aspirants were there, candidates have emerged, they don't do my abracadabra, the dizziness, we never come up for in highs, just a lunatic everywhere. And what did he do? He declared his own party members wanted. He started sending people to go and bomb people's house with petrol bomb. Governor of a state, too. He now said, you know they go back to National Assembly. Hey, you, go away. You, replace them. He started sharing forms. Listen to this, oh. In Rivers State, PDP selling form. They are supposed to sell form to everybody who want to contest. Abi? Everybody should go there and pick form. You want to be House of Assembly, or you go and buy form. You want to be House of Rep, or you go and buy form. Abi? Then go and try your luck. Primaries and all of that. You won't go jail. If anybody, any of you, should do anything beside what I have said, don't stay in Rivers State. Oh. Just leave Rivers State completely. In one party members. Oh. Some now said that waiting you want to do. Because come on, we are going to work for Tifku or more. Conscious chasing. So for somebody that can do that to his own party members, think of what he would do to other people. A guy thought he was stubborn. House of Rep member. That story Idadao. House of Rep member. Honorable Abuja. The way they go Abuja, go buy form. As in buy form, you have to submit the form to your state party or something like that. When he got to Rivers State and he wanted to go and submit his own interest form to his party, now police grab him. Police grab House of Rep member, PDP member in the same state that PDP is ruling, because the guy no listen to Werewike. Omo. By the time they finish all the primaries, by the time they started the campaign, the guy did detention. A judge said they should remind him in detention. House of Rep member. He was there until later. Few months to election, they release him. Now, here is another one. Werewike. Lawyers for another candidate of another political party who felt cheated and decided to go to court. So to go to tribunal to challenge the election in Rivers State. Lawyers now in front of court they arrest them. Why would you arrest lawyers that are coming to submit election petition? Is that not the law? Now so everybody can they say free lawyers, so we can hashtag free 3 lawyers. Hashtag 3 lawyers life matter. Hashtag lawyer matter. Hashtag our life matter. Hashtag tyrant wike free 3 lawyers. If anybody cheated you, will not be lawyer you go hire to stand for you and bail you out. So they beg for the free 3 lawyers. Free 3 lawyers. 3 Rivers 3 lawyers. Free 3 under wike. They arrested lawyers. By the time they released them, from what I heard the duration for the time, the deadline for submitting petition, governorship petition, don't pass. The lawyer carry a document of petition, at the petition, at the lawyer, at everybody, Gallo. That's where the wicked democracy no new. Gallo straight in Nigeria right now. During election time, people beg Wike. They met him in London. They said, now 25% we need where the Wike kidnapped the electoral officers in his state. Can you believe that? Governor kidnapped election officers with the election results. The ones that ran away, he declared them wanted. INEC no say pim. INEC didn't say. So they call him Emperor. They call him this. They call him different names. That's where the Wike. Forget about all those dancing and all of that. So I even miss him. Kind of dance a little bit. Sorry, guys. Let's use that as a little break, okay? Where the Wike should, where is he? Okay, here.
Some people think say you dey do juju.
Is this a joke? They will never go free.
Them dey bone face oh, oh yeah, that wood them dey bone face for. Busy body yeah, so wicked they walk oh.
You know, as I'm watching on television now, they paint them. That is all. And they sweet when they see me appear like this, they paint them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them.
I see they paint them, they sweet us. I see they rain us, they pray. When you say I see they paint them, they sweet us. I see they sweet us, they go they pray. I see they paint them, they sweet us. Face me and face you.
Face me, I face you. Oh yeah. I know they run anymore. Oh yeah. Show me, I push you. Those are his war songs. So they have to sing for him because he was battling and fighting his enemies. And he called them enemies of Rivers State. And Rivers people must make sure they fight the enemy. 25%. Oh. Where they kidnap Abuja INEC officials in the state here. By the time they started releasing the result, even the APC, Egbe members, they don't celebrate the winning. They were actually joking about it. They were like, Oloribuku ni wike, this one go spoil business. So now only 25% they ask him, what wike they do so? Like it didn't make any sense. And today, now so the Premium Times in Nigeria published that although INEC declared Kolu as winner of Rivers State. But when you go to the INEC's IREF on their website, Baba, Kolu no even see, even see second. So as it be, what came to my mind is the word of Keneri Dino. First, he said, "Wọ́n máa kóṣẹ́ sí aṣọ ẹ̀wọ̀n Wike ni." And what that means is that they are going to put embroidery. Wike's prison uniform. It will be a designer uniform. So if he rigged the election in Rivers State, and now they rigged the election in Rivers State, before they even get to tribunal, everything don't go up in smokes. Shady deal we in get with Kolu. Kolu go fulfill am so. She go share one ni mo ngo yi. No be prisoner they see so. Okay, maybe I they see double. Do you know?
My primary business is other people's businesses. If I open my can of worms and maggots on Wiki, but I'm waiting for him. His territory that he's trying to practice is my own primary constituency, and I'm waiting for him. He's a pretentious character, he's a liar, and he has no integrity, no iota of integrity. Wike was calling me when Atiku Abubakar was to announce his running mates. I have records and I've printed it out and I'm waiting for him. He called me 19 times in 2 hours. begging us to convince Atiku Abubakar to make him the vice presidential candidate. So when I see him lying on TV, because of the south of this country, because of southern Nigeria, the name of moves to south, you that were lobbying us and begging us, promising us heaven and earth to convince Atiku Abubakar to make you vice presidential candidate, to the extent that he was at the airport. I have a video. He spent hours in the airport waiting for me to call him to say, Atiku have picked you as a... He was at the airport here, waiting, calling me. He was calling me, my brother and friend, who is were in the Senate together, was also calling me that day. I have witnesses. I even gave the phone to Abdul Ningi to speak with him. I gave the phone to Senator Zameri to speak with him. He was begging all of us, promising heaven and earth. Atiku should announce him. It was around 1 or so that I told him, Oga, nobody will give you vice president. That was when he left and then flew back to... So the man who was so desperate to be vice president, because you didn't get it, you now started a southern agenda. I don't believe in such unprincipled, zero integrity character like Nyesom Wike. The man, Wike, was the one who brought Ayu. Wike was the one who sponsored Ayu. And that was why Wike made all the governors to endorse Ayu. That's why there was no election in Ayu's, in the national chairman's office during the convention. Ayu was unopposed. Now you are saying Ayu must go, you want to go to the south. Maybe because of the alcohol he took. Maybe he thought Ayu is from Abia State when he was supporting him. Because Ayu is from the north. You are the one that brought Ayu. When did you now realize that Ayu is a northerner? But he was doing that time to satisfy his own selfish ambition of becoming the presidential candidate from the south. So he doesn't want the chairmanship at that time to go to the south so that it will not affect his ambition of becoming president from the south. So he pushed the chairmanship to the north and thinking he will be able to bribe Ayu to produce him as the presidential candidate. When Ayu refused to do the wrong thing, then Ayu became an enemy. Is it not the same Wike that removed his brother, his mentor, Prince Uche Secondus, as the national chairman of the party? If you love the South so much, why did you remove a Southerner to bring a Northerner? Today you are saying chairmanship must go to the South. Was the chairmanship not in the South? Was it not you, Wike, who went to court, who did everything, expelled him from his ward? So a character who is not stable like that, who is influenced by alcohol and other things I don't know, should not be.
God, why do you brought me to this Nigeria? What is my sin? Kí lẹ ṣẹ̀ mi gangan? Kí ni ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi tó fi dá mi sí Nàìjíríà yìí? Ìkíní, èkejì, ẹ̀kẹta. Ó yé o.
Ọlọ́run, ó yé ẹ o. And this is why Dino Melaye said, let him continue ranting. Are you with me? They are already sewing his prison uniform.
Government, because already he's on his way to prison. In fact, Wike's prison uniform will have embroidery because of the way he has stolen the resources and patrimony of the Rivers people. And I am sitting down here. Any other interview, if he will not wash his hands out of Kogi State and leave Dino Melaye alone, my primary business is other people's businesses. If I open my can of worms and maggots on Wiki, but I'm waiting for him. His territory that he's trying to practice is my own primary constituency, and I'm waiting for him. I will say that.
That is, I feel roll inside the mud. If it is saying mad, I get mad, I get choco, and I could give it this so. And I think that is why today, he kind of proved that, didn't he? He's been declared the winner of the PDP primary election for governorship seat, or governorship election in November. And his first skits featured Wike. You've seen it, but I'll replay it.
If Wike can be governor of Rivers State, you are more qualified to be governor than Wike. morally, by whatever standard.
Yes, definitely. Weak is an expiring drug. Very soon he will be shipped out of the shelf.
Yeah, and you will face the right of the law. Definitely. Definitely.
His prison uniform
is already.
Sorry,
sir. I think, sir. Sorry, our last $10,000 he gave for Ramadan has finished. We'll go and collect one for the salary. I'm coming for my $10,000 for the salary.
That promised $10,000. He didn't.
So they are mocking him because, yeah, it's true. Wike was sharing dollars in northern Nigeria then. When they say that there is a fire outbreak in Sokoto, it will go there. When there's some groups are working for you, Your Excellency, they are in Kebbi, it will go there and give them dollars. Ramadan, $1. Salah, $. That was how he was expending and sharing the River State money. So it got to a point whereby the Fubara, the man that is managed to force on the people of River State so far as his successor, that's the Accountant General of River State too. The guy is wanted by EFCC for the sum of over 400 billion naira. River State money that they believe is missing. It's not missing. Wike spent it. 400 billion naira. EFCC is looking for the Accountant General. They can't arrest Wike. He has immunity. And it's actually one of the reasons why he had to make a deal with the devil. Called Ludi Genene. Yeah, and that's why he made the deal with the Genene. That's a call to get some level of cover, immunity, possibly, from any arrest for the crimes that Dinomelaye Keneri was talking about. So it is more or less like where the Wike is done for, but actor no they die easily, as I see. Because some guys have already woken up and they said, Dino didn't win. Now force them, force him. And Atif could do him. Listen to them. Wala no they finish. I tell you, Wala no they finish.
Our presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, is in court. He joined the suit in March, challenging the election right from the polling unit that there was no fairness. Today is the one that is aiding our 3 August delegates. It should be given to, out of 10 people, 1 person. They've changed, as I'm talking to you, gentlemen of the press, they've changed 185 names to be given to 1 person. And they were begging, if 10 people is contesting, and all of them vote for, this is the list. This is the name of the people. You could see right here in letter replacement. This is the list of the people they have changed. We have their name. This is it. And this is the name of the people the elected, that they were properly elected from their ward. So if they give 185 delegates to 1 person out of 10, how much out you have already scored him 185? And they will go, you are asking for free fair. Is that free and fair? No, there's manipulation. And they say the Atiku Abubakar is writing a journal that he does not have an anointed candidate. How can it's unfortunate. If you go to Obasanjo's book, Under My Watch, you will see how Obasanjo described him. He's at the point in time supposed to tell Nigerians that no, what Obasanjo say about me is lying. But he's telling Nigerians now, he's telling Kogi people that what Obasanjo say against him is truth. We are not going to condone it any longer. Yes, my final submission. PDP can give their ticket to whosoever they like, but we will give our vote to whosoever we like. We are sure, Kogite, we are telling Nigerians, when the time comes, nobody will say they ring Kogi election. Kogi, we are not going to ring. We are going to do free and fair. If this list is not corrected by the special grace of God, Kogi will not even take thought. PDP will not take thought. Yes, we promise it. We, as our leader used to say, governors of Wike said they will help them to lose. We will help PDP to lose the election if they didn't correct our list.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please, forget it.
I tell you, Emma Salo fun wa last ni. Everywhere, una want choke people out of life using an advantage of violence that you always unleash. Now, social media is the only place where we are all levelers. Sure you get. If you demand, you go demand at your own device there. If you run mad, you smash your TV, you do it now, you're inside your house, now leveler. Sure you get. That is why on social media, Emma Salo last in it. Sure you get. Emma Salastine. Kalu himself, no they read social media anymore. I know they read social media anymore. Because when I read it, it gives me high blood pressure. High blood pressure, Lumapa, majority want that no. Because that's exactly what Nigeria is to so many people. People they abroad though, they get high BP because their mind is at home and the report they are getting back from their own family members, the communities they come from. And every day is like that. So you get social media, you know, Emma Salo last in your BT call. Anyway, that's them fighting themselves. And that one just told you there that they are weak faction. And they will make sure that they deliver anybody that their leader, Wike said they should deliver to. Maybe Wike will still have some money to actually dole out, collecting it from his successor, his boy Fubara, that is going to be the next son, Abi. That is if the court not throw him out. So Wike will need more money to fund his fantasy, his political war. Because I don't know if he's going to have access to so much money after May 29, Abi. Well, who cares and who knows? You just don't know. So that guy that is talking there, whatever it is, he knows that he will get paid. And if they don't get paid, the story will change as well. It's always about ISB. It's always about, okay, hang on. Don't let me make it too kind of direct that they've not been cheated, Abi. I told you, they rig themselves. That's what they do. Highest trigger, whoever can out-rig the other is the winner in Nigeria. They don't do election, they do war. But you see, when they were sending me the videos of the Labour Party in Imo State, those ones too, they were doing their primaries. There were allegations of delegates asking for money. Labour Party. But when I receive a video, instead of them throwing bottle as usual, not like Adamawa, not like in Kogi, these guys, they share kola nut for primary election. Kilo happen be kola nut in primary election for peace for prayer. Now family meeting we can't do here. They send a new templates. It no be do or die. I heard, and somehow, I got this. Where are the thugs? Where are the bottles? Where are the guns? Where are the all-risers? Everybody will be saying that if you do anyhow here, you will see anyhow. Sure, you know those ones are always around. Where are they? Sure, na primary election be this one have been a village meeting. They say election will be do or die affair. Any BT places or dig bawa. So yeah, we just want to make sure that as nice. So if you say if you just even go to primary election just to observe why the delegates are voting, you can start chasing the kola nut, abina garden egg. And if there's any other traditional shinap and anything on the table, for the ancestors to let the beginning go well and the end go well and everybody embrace themselves, as they say, election no be war. That's what that looks like. Oh, well, that's what it looked like. There are allegations of money. Oh, but I haven't seen one. You know, if I see, I will share. Of course, trust me, I would share. For the fact that you need to know, I will bring it to you. But I haven't seen. But I've seen allegation. In fact, from those who also contested that delegates are asking for money. And then, anyway, that one will make you think, but that looks good. Why then Mayego is talking about violence? No, they whine me. Oh. Now those ones, they do their own differently. Oh. Because even myself, they look for where are the thugs? Where they hide the bottles? We suppose don't they hear some voice coming from, you know what I mean? What's going on? This is what that they are doing prayers here and there, but there is more. But this time, they are now talking to the delegate of what I'm going to do. And people will want face hopeless. This or Dingbabi this so. The terror leader of the Eastern Nigeria is actually the Shekau of Eastern Nigeria. That's what you don't know. Let me tell you a story. Sorry that I always kind of digress, okay? But it's important, and that's what makes this place kind of interesting too. Too many stories to tell, too many scenarios to paint, and too many things to pieces together as well, right? Hopeless Uzo Dingba happened to be a trainee under Maurice Ibekwe. Chief Maurice Ibekwe. You know that song? Then before 419, you know what they call, who they call the 419, right? They are the old-timer fraudsters. Kashika shop, Kashika jail, and all of that. Fraudster full-time. All they do is just to take from people, steal from people. And they call themselves smart. Hopeless Uzo Digba happen to be a trainee. Somebody who is receiving training under the... Now, you see all this Ibekwe and the rest. Ibekwe was so... They were the first set of people who saw the window of using politics as a cover by running for offices so that they can use that to legitimize what they have done. So when you look at them, even if you knew them as fraudsters, but they are honorable now. So how did they pass that? What about the security agents? What about the background check and the rest of that? Who cleared them? We're talking about Nigeria before everybody called the sharp eye today now. Everybody turned to FBI today. Back then, when the eyes seeded the nail, went to Ujunwa ni Orukun. You know what that is called? When our eyes no day here. You know there were times that eyes no day here. From the beginning. Yeah, from the beginning, eyes no day here now for ni day. So which means people know they use this one see now for why Tojushiwa lorukun. Ibekwe now Obasanjo can say you scam a bank in Brazil, Adebende, Maurice Ibekwe, and the rest of the Una carry out this scam. You sold the airport to a bank in Brazil. The bank had to fold up. And that person, one of them is now honorable member in Nigeria. Kamari ni Paul Louis, Abina Sol Tokam. Any of them, Tobasha saw Kamario, Mo will not see evil. Now so Obasanjo just started chasing them. Hopeless Uzo Digba escaped. But trust me, their leader, Ibekwe and co. They probably had a kind of a group meeting inside this one of his homes where they arched the idea of going into politics. Hopeless Uzo Digba was there, possibly. Maurice Ibekwe is dead, I think. And hopeless Uzodimgba till tomorrow, everybody is still asking, how did the Supreme Court of Nigeria declared somebody that came forth in an election? Primary election, oh. The winner of that, of the general election that he didn't even participate in. Trust me, it is only 419 fraudsters that could pull that off. So this one where they share palm wine, they share garden egg, they share cola nut in the primary. I hope you know. It was after Hopeless Uzodimgba became governor of Imo State. That was when the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria escalated. Don't forget, yo. They know they kill people. They know they attack people. They know there was no unknown gunmen, yo. Until Hopeless Uzodimgba became the governor of Imo State. And he personally led the Nigerian soldiers to unleash terror on his own people, Olu, Osu, and so many other places like that, just to spread terror. And from that Imo State, it became the gateway to hell, where terror gained access to Eastern Nigeria, to what you are witnessing today, as well as the propaganda that followed it. Hopeless Uzodimgba. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just saying, you might actually, anyway, it doesn't matter. Just so you know who you are up against. Conning criminals. And I think you have to do more than this, or maybe not, I don't know.
Secondly, we have a new law in the election in Imo State that your votes no longer count. With me, I promise you that your votes will count. You'll be protected, you'll be correct for that amount of votes, and your vote will count. I have the contact, I have the reach, and I plead with you to elect me as the candidate to flag, to be a flag bearer for Imo State. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And that's how the winner emerged. I don't know the name, okay, but somebody emerged, and they said he's a senator, former senator in Nigeria, possibly from PDP as well. And the obedience started saying, "Hey, I know they, Akilode, come here now. Don't you like this process? What happened? Hey, you know they there, everybody carrying yarn show. You know they follow these people. We know them very well. Nobody say when you come to Labour Party, we can't say your sins are forgiven. We know them. We know they. Anyway, we figured that out by November, I think. Whatever happens. See, I want to leave you. I know I should take calls, okay? But this is the second broadcast of mine today, so I'm gonna take a rest. So you just do me one favor before you go to bed. Make sure you like that video. We have over 3,000 of us, nearly 3,500 of us on YouTube as we speak, and only 700 of you have actually paid our offering. That's unfair. Anyway, thank you for spending your evening with me again. And I'm going to say this once, and that is, enjoy your evening and good night. From here, I'll see you again. Udaro.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari. farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún dáyàrá náà ibi nọ́mbà wá.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ o làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún dáyàrá náà ibi nọ́mbà wá.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.